No, let's talk about LeBron James, because that's what I was talking about. I was telling you how I'm getting a little hungry. And I'm thinking, man,
snack time.
It would have been nice if I brought a little snack. But you have options, right? There's a vending machine here. I could buy those grandma cookies. What are they called, those grandmas? Those blue ones?
You want a Reese's Pieces that's been in there since Jim Rome worked here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could do that, but you try to make healthy choices. Any healthy snacks in there?
There's a whatchamacallit in there.
Hey, guys, I hear that Reese's Pieces was phenomenal.
Exactly. That's how long it's been there.
Well,
all right, so
LeBron James is getting a lot of criticism online, like fun criticism, but he's LeBron James. Anything he does, people are going to speculate on. I get it. So I just want to ask you, is it odd that he brought his own snacks in a little Ziploc baggie to a Lakers Summer League game? Does that make him more relatable or just odd? Now, before you answer, let me preface this. We live in the upside down, Stranger Things style. What used to be cool isn't, awful's the new awesome, and it's been like that way for years, right? Yeah. We live in the upside down. For me, growing up in Union, New Jersey, if you brought your lunch to school and brought your lunch to work in a paper bag, you brought your lunch, you're kind of like a weenie.
Agreed.
Right? Nowadays, I have a kid in the school system. She tells me, again, this is Los Angeles. I don't know if this applies everywhere. She tells me that now everybody brings their lunch, and if you buy your lunch at school or whatever, you're short of the weirdo. Yeah, so again, everything's backwards before you answer the question. Because think about it. You're deciding what you're putting in your body, different mentality now.
My opinion has changed because I agree with you. When we were kids, the kid that brought the peanut butter and jelly sandwich from home with their
Mom packed me lunch.
With their little Jell-O cup, you're like, what type of lame family do you have? In your mind, you're like, what are your parents, poor?
Right. And now it's the exact opposite mindset.
No, because you'd be like, really?
Because if the kid's buying their lunch at school, they're thinking, maybe low income or weird kid or nobody cares. Mom doesn't love him because she doesn't make him lunch, But growing up,
changed.
We loved our school pizza. Well, we didn't love it, but we ate it.
Oh,
right?
You had your square pizza. I learned this fun fact. You know why they called it beef patty on a bun at school? Because to be considered a hamburger, it needs to be a certain quality of meat.
Yeah, it was so low grade.
So when you're like, hey, why did they call it a beef patty on a bun? Because it wasn't even the quality enough to be called a hamburger. But you love Taco Day. You love those ice pops and the wax paper that you pushed up.
I'm from Jersey, so we had pork roll on a bun.
The Linden cookies that were the chocolate chip cookies that were 3 in a bag.
Yeah, those push-up ice pops.
The little containers of milk.
A carton of chocolate milk.
I remember 5-cent pretzel rods, if that's dating you.
No, and if you didn't like whatever they were serving, you get a little PBJ action, right?
Yeah, that was like the alternate, yeah.
Now, kids are more prone to bring their lunch because parents are like, no, I'm not, I don't trust that. So they pack their lunch, and the weird kids buy their lunch, or the kids who, parents don't care about.
Little Gregors needs his healthy food from home. Yeah, if he gets the pizza at school, he's the unhealthy kid.
Right.
Yeah, it is a change. But I'm glad you brought up LeBron bringing snacks to the game.
And there's footage of him in pictures that have surfaced all week of him snacking in a little Ziploc.
Goldfish? What has he got? His kid snacks?
That's the other thing. What do you think he's snacking on? Takis? No, he's probably making healthy choices.
Wrap snacks.
Yeah, I was thinking Bugles. No, not Bugles. Who chooses Bugles? He's probably making healthy choices. Because think about it. He's at a game. What are his options? Nachos? Right?
What is the tweet in front of you there? Breaking news. LeBron James, a human who doesn't like to spend $17 on popcorn and a pretzel. It's LeBron bringing his own little treats.
So it also poses the question of, what's appropriate and not. The theater. Do you bring your own snacks? The ball game. Do you bring your own snacks? And do you look at LeBron in an odd way or I get it?
I've evolved. I'm a better man now, Covino. When I was single in my 20s and 30s, I used to roll my eyes and what would be huff or scoff at the people. What would the word be?
Scoff.
Snarf. I used to make, in my mind, I would make fun of the people at work. When we worked in New York City, Manhattan, there's so many options. Italian food, grab a slice of pizza, a bagel, Thai food, Chinese food, the sandwich shops, good Jewish deli sandwiches. I used to think that if you brought lunch to work, you were weird.
Yeah, heating up your lasagna from the night before.
Yeah, the guy that's heating up his salmon in the kitchen that everyone hates now because it smells like fish at work.
Yeah, thanks for smelling up the kitchen here.
Oh, gross. But now, I got 2 little kids, and they never finish anything. So my wife will actually make a nice meal. They They don't eat a thing. They end up having like mac and cheese.
Dude, I brought this up because you brought a bagged salad.
I did.
Salad in a bag on a paper plate.
I had salad, and my wife said the kids didn't eat their chicken nuggets for lunch. So I was like, cut those bad boys up. I'll put them on my salad.
That's what was in it?
Yes, chicken nuggets on top of a salad.
So it was a dino nugget chicken salad.
That's right.
By the way, this goes with the LeBron speculation, too, because look at this woman. Natalie Johnson says, LeBron's bringing his own snacks to the game in a little Ziploc snack pack because he has kids. And kids, when you have kids, you always have the best snacks lying around. Well, so it does make sense, but it is odd to see. You know what it's like? It's like that annoying magazine your wife used to read back in the day. Celebrities are just like us.
But,
it's
Us
odd,
Weekly.
It's just odd to see LeBron eating little snackies.
To think that before LeBron left his house, he's like, let me put some goldfish in a Ziploc.
Right, exactly. But again, he's making. I'm assuming he's trying to make healthy choices. I'm assuming they're a little health mix.
I think that anyone that's got kids realizes there's foods that re-enter your life after a 20-plus year hiatus. Goldfish, Cheez-Its, fruit roll-ups, things that like you didn't see for a good 20 years of your life. Cheetos, things that my kids have that I'm like, I've avoided these junk foods for 20-plus years. Pudding cups, little Jell-O cups, little Go-Gurts.
I love snack packs.
It's true.
Hey,
I have a rule though.
Let's hear your rule.
On games and theaters, because let's bring it back to sports for a second.
Making rules.
I took my kids to the Dodgers game recently, to an Angels game. The Mets are in town, and I think you'd be a fool to not bring bottles of water, because a bottle of water at Dodger Stadium, I'm pretty sure is like $8. Now, a case of water at the supermarket's $3. So I think it's fair to bring like 4 or 5 bottles of water. I think you bring a couple little snacks for your kid, but you do need to have ice cream or hot dogs or something, or pretzel at the game. You need to. It's a hybrid. I don't think you pack like soggy bologna sandwiches for the game. I think you bring drinks, like a couple of juice boxes and water for your kid.
Spot's shaking his head.
I mean, I do enjoy stadium treats. But have you ever waited in line for like 45 minutes for a hot dog?
I know.
That does suck.
I know, but if I go to a Dodgers game,
but that Doyer dog hits.
If I go to Yankee Stadium and I want the garlic fries. If I go to Citi Field, I want Shake Shack. If I go to Dodger Stadium, I want a big ass Dodger dog.
They hit because you've been waiting an hour just to eat them.
Yeah,
I know, but
I'm getting so hungry thinking about it.
But I think that you need the stadium signature treat, and you need the stadium signature ice cream in a helmet, and maybe a beer or a cocktail if you want to drink. But I think water, juice or something for your kid, and some little kid snacks. What if you bought your kid every inning? Your kid wants something. You ever take a kid to a game? Every inning, my daughter's like, "What now?" I'm like, "What now?"
It's not every inning.
It's not every inning. You don't. Every time the Mets get out, you don't eat. So I think that. And as far as the movie theater goes,
give me the theater rule
again. A hybrid. You need the popcorn with the butter at the movie theater.
That's your popcorn butter sound effect. No,
is that better?
It's more like.
I mean, you are the king of sound effects, man.
It doesn't make any sound. It just streams out.
Nah.
No, just you hit a button, it goes.
It does. So you need to get the buttered popcorn at the theater. You tell them to fill it up halfway, put butter on, and then give it back to them so you get equal butter distribution.
Oh, man.
But you know what you bring from home?
That's a move.
You bring chocolate or Sour Patch Kids, and you bring some drinks, because I'm not buying $5 Sour Jacks at the movie theater.
Now, does that make you weak, a cheapskate, or lame?
It's the hybrid.
And that's what they're saying about LeBron. And there's a lot of feedback saying, hey, this is big Akron energy.
He's bringing the Ohio
and
energy.
I'm living for it. It does go to show you something. He's saying two things here. Now, I'm choosing my health. I'm bringing my own thing. But he's also saying that it doesn't matter how much money you make, right? Like, why waste money on crappy snacks if you don't have to?
No one wants to spend $8
Not even
for
LeBron.
Water.
Yeah.
I was Sam. Jason, what do you guys think? Any rules you personally have on the stadium?
I really want to know what he's eating, though.
The movie theater. What do you bring in? What do you need at the game?
I like your idea with the movie theater. Bring candy.
Bring candy from home.
I will always get the largest soda and largest popcorn.
The combo, yeah.
I feel like I owe that to the movie theater because that's the only way they make money, as we've been told. And then all the other stuff, it's a hybrid. I like. And by the way, you got to get a Dodger dog at Dodger Stadium. But my issue with them nowadays, huge beef with them, pun intended. No onions. They don't have onions at the stadium.
They have the ketchup, the mustard, and they have turned the knob for the
relish.
It's
for
all
the
good.
relish.
Rich brings his own.
During pandemic, they lost the onions. I brought my own onions.
Oh my God.
I brought my own onions.
Did you bring a slap chop with you? Excuse me, sir.
He stops at Ralph's and gets an onion and brings a slap chop. He's in field level. Chop, 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 chop.
Imagine they checked his bag. Like, what do you have this for? Oh,
I'm innocent. I tell you.
a weapon.
Guy has a slap chop. Oh.
It did look like little baggies of crystal meth, but they were onions.
He's got his
and
onions.
I need my hot dogs to have
Yeah,
onions
gotta
at
have it.
games.
So-
I'm with you.
At first, I sort of rolled my eyes at the LeBron story, but upon further review, it's him being smart. He probably, and again, I'm only assuming, he probably packed a healthy snack that he couldn't get at a summer league game. So, hey, I'm wishing I packed something right now.
You're not packing?
I'm not packing snacks.
Oh, okay.
Snacks.
And let's be honest, the nanny or the maid was the one that made the Ziplocs. And it was probably top shelf Ziploc.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the double Ziploc.
He's the guy that you ever see those videos on like Instagram or TikTok where people store their bags in like nice thing? Like I have you probably have the cardboard thing, the Ziplocs coming. You ever see the people that are like super organizers? Like they unload their Ziplocs into like containers.
Yeah, this is just all for
I got no
show.
time for that.
Yeah, me either.
All right.
Man
Covino.
eats almonds and Twitter goes wild.